So you're thinking about selling your home. You've probably seen those ads for instant cash offers, right? They sound amazing. Speed, no hassles, certainty. But what's the catch? Is a quick offer really worth it? Well, today we're going to dig into one of these programs. It's called Quick Buy, and we're going to see what the real deal is.
I mean, just thinking about selling your house, does it fill you with a little bit of dread? Be honest. For most of us, it's this weird mix of excitement for what's next, but also just a ton of stress. It's a massive deal, and feeling completely overwhelmed? Yeah, that's pretty normal.
So before we jump into the solution, we got to talk about the problem, right? I mean, why do these instant offer programs even exist in the first place? It all comes back to the classic, traditional way of selling a house, and all the headaches that can come with it.
Okay, does any of this sound painfully familiar? The endless prep work, trying to make your house look perfect for strangers walking through, giving up your weekends for open houses, and oh, the repairs. Then you've got the whole market uncertainty thing. Are we going to get our price? How long is this going to take? And even when you get an offer, you hold your breath, hoping the deal doesn't fall apart before closing. It is a total emotional roller coaster, for sure.
And it's exactly those headaches, that whole roller coaster, that a program like Quick Buy is built to eliminate. It's basically offering a totally different path, one that says, hey, let's trade the market gamble for some good old-fashioned convenience and predictability.
All right, so what is Quick Buy really? At its heart, it's what's called an instant offer program. So instead of putting a sign in your yard and waiting for buyers to show up, you get a direct offer from the company itself. The whole idea, their entire model is built on just two things: speed and certainty.
And look at this. This is the core value proposition. It's like a point-by-point takedown of all those frustrations we just mentioned. You get to skip all the prep, the showings, the repairs. You can get this in as little as 14 days. That means you completely sidestep any market craziness. You get your money fast, and there's even an option to lease your home back if you're not ready to move out right away. Pretty compelling stuff.
Okay, but it's not just one single option. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Quick Buy actually has a few different flavors depending on what you, the seller, care about most. Is it speed? Is it having a safety net? Let's take a look at the different options.
So you've got two main choices here. On the left, there's the immediate offer. Think of this as the fast lane. It's for the person who's just like, I am done, I want out, I want my money, let's just get this over with. Then on the right, you've got Quick Buy Lock. This is totally different. It's like having an insurance policy. You get a guaranteed offer in your back pocket for 150 days, but you can still go out and list your house the traditional way to see if you can get a better deal. It's kind of the best of both worlds, in a way, a safety net.
And there's actually a third option too, called Advantage. Now this one's a little more complex. The idea is you get the majority of your cash right away, but you also get a chance to get more later. If Quick Buy turns around and sells your home for a profit, you get a piece of that profit. So it's kind of for someone who needs cash now but doesn't want to miss out on potential future gains.
All right, so the benefits are pretty clear, right? Speed, convenience, certainty. But you knew there was a but coming. That convenience has a cost. And this is probably the most important part of this whole explainer. Let's dig into the numbers and see what that cost actually looks like.
First things first, to make this an apples-to-apples comparison, we need a starting point. So in the example we're looking at from the source material, let's just say the house is worth $300,000 on the open market. That's our baseline, no matter which path we take.
So what does it cost you for all that convenience? Well, in this specific example with a $300,000 house, the price tag for the immediate offer, that net cost of convenience, is $13,995, almost 14 grand. So how in the world do they get to that number? Let's break it down.
Okay, here's the whole story in one table. Everybody starts at that same $300,000 price, and those first transaction costs, pretty much the same for everyone. But here's where it gets really interesting. Look at the next two lines: other selling costs and program fees. See how with a traditional sale, you're shelling out for repairs and prep? With the instant Quick Buy offer, that cost goes to zero, but it gets swapped out for a big program fee. And that's what leads to the bottom line, the net to seller. You can see you walk away with the most money in a traditional sale and the least with the immediate offer. In this example, it's about a 5.4% difference.
And to their credit, the company's pretty upfront about this. Their own materials give you a rule of thumb. They basically say, look, expect the immediate offer to cost you roughly 6.5% more than if you sold your house traditionally. So they're not hiding the ball.
So you get the concept, you understand the cost. Now what? If you're still interested, how do you actually get an offer? Well, the process itself is actually pretty straightforward.
It really just comes down to 3 simple steps. Step 1, you talk it over with your agent. Is this even a good idea for you? Step 2, if the answer is yes, your agent does the heavy lifting and submits your home's info. And step 3, you get an offer back and the ball is in your court to make a decision.
So your agent is your point person here. They have an app where they'll plug in all the details about your house, answer some questions, upload some photos. Once they send all that off, an official offer comes back from QuickBuy. Super fast, usually in just 1 or 2 business days. The whole thing is designed to be quick and easy.
And once you have that offer, you are in the driver's seat. You have 3 clear choices. You can accept it and start packing. You can use that lock option we talked about and use it as a backup plan while you list your house, or you can just say, nope, not for me, and walk away. There's no obligation. The decision is 100% yours.
Okay, let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways here? First, these instant offer programs are for real. They deliver on speed and certainty. Second, that convenience has a price tag. You're likely going to walk away with less money in your pocket. Third, there are hybrid options like the QuickBuy Lock that give you a safety net, which is pretty cool. And finally, and this is the most important part, there's no right or wrong answer. It all comes down to what you need and what your priorities are.
And that really leaves us with the one big question that only you can answer for yourself. When it comes to selling your home, what is convenience worth to you? What's the price you'd pay to skip all the stress, all the showings, all the uncertainty? Is it $5,000? $10,000? Thinking hard about that number? Well, that's how you'll know if a program like this is the right move for you.